so-called godless people. Disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
I'm not one for walking up to altars. Maybe leave this one alone.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet? They flee the roar of thunder. It shakes the birds out of the trees. Even now, they smell fear. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. A storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed in your hair. Your people saw a sign of greatness. You were chosen, deserving. They would demand that you earn it. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimal. How did you bear the weight? You faced your work with dignity. You had no other choice. While you feared failure, they rewarded you for your diligence. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some tired of their exile. They wanted to return to their ancestral lands. Generations had passed, and the land around you was still wild. A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood, a place to flourish, to gather, more than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimal? The Akita could not remain isolated if they were to thrive. They needed to open their arms to each other, and to outsiders as well. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine? An arch to a mighty oak? The Akita's fate hung by spider silk. You knew you must adapt. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork? Your greatest trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another weight Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us, Kishimal, how did you lead? To lead is to serve. You always knew this. We should like that to be our way. In time, others came to revere you for your selflessness. You were an example to be followed. They saw what they themselves could be. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day, nothing. Silence. We see ash, devastation, a lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more, no matter how far we reach back. It is fruitless, a void, a tremor in the Adra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory, a face amid the rubble. You, Kishimal, what became of you? A life of sacrifice, and only ruin to show for it. Your people searched. They grieved your absence. There was nothing to forgive. They found you on a summer morning. We saw them bring you home, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
one's mine! Good fight. You take lead. There's a shrine over there, to Woedica, if I remember correctly.
right behind you. Never saw it come.
Well met. Feel free to partake in Woedica's favor. Welcome. Please stay a while. May the Burned Queen watch over you.
You had me at welcome and lost me at Burned Queen.
Pray, she never hears you. Woedica forgets little. Come to pay your respects at the shrine, envoy? Praise you. I was hoping the Emperor would send more hands to help. These lands are in dire need of order. Just look at the state of this shrine. To show fealty to Woedica is to show fealty to our homeland. Without the patron of justice and oaths, there is no Adir. A shrine in this state does not befit a god of her stature. But one of her totems still rests here. It must still be a sacred place. Totems like these are relics from a bygone era. There are legends about how the gods imbued them with their own essence. Can you imagine holding something like this in your hands? Alas, this one is a fragment of what it once was. What I would give to see what power it held. Fortunately, my commander agreed to let me take charge of restoring both the shrine and the totem. I've been posted here ever since. Not much, I'm afraid. All I can tell you is that it's very old. I suspect it was built for a different purpose before it became a shrine to Woedica. Really? I'll have to look for him the next time I'm on leave. If I'm ever on leave. Painstakingly. We don't have the right materials to rebuild the shrine, so we have to make do.
Nice work. It even smells better here.
I've asked for more supplies. Hopefully the quartermaster won't be foolish enough to refuse. The Burned Queen deserves everything from us. The sky, and the land, and the heads of her enemies. The others betrayed her. They cast the Queen out. But it doesn't matter. She will prevail in the end. Fuck Margaret for burning her. Fuck Abidon for building the machines that powered Margaret's treachery. I have more patience for the two gods of death, Berith and Rimagand. I merely tolerate Wal and Scan. And I'm profoundly uninterested in Eothas. Apologies. I suppose I have strong opinions on the gods, particularly those that cross the burned queen. Of course, I consider myself a self-taught scholar of all the gods, though I am partial to one. Eothas rules over light and hope and redemption and all such things. He allegedly died, but then rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. They also say that long ago, a farmer by the name of Widewind claimed to be a vessel of Eothas, and went on a rampage across the Eastern Reach. Frivolous idiocy, as far as I'm concerned. Calls himself a god of crafting, but Abidon is just a sniveling idiot who serves Margaret, creating weapons for her campaigns. I don't understand how he could bow his head to that traitor. Ah, you'd think so. Berith is the one who determines who lives and dies, ruling over the paths that the dead walk to their next lives. But Rimagand rules over the act of death itself. He is famine, and he is loss, bad luck on a winter road. Very different aspects of the same universal end. Margaret is a traitor. Instead of bowing her head, Margaret burned Woedica. Yet her followers claim she's not a god of battle lust, that she instead embodies military excellence and discipline. Ha! If she were either of such things, the act of worshipping her wouldn't be so persecuted in Rayed Ceres. Yes, a god of resentment, and secret hatreds, and violent rebellions. Sometimes, his followers mutilate themselves so he can possess them, transforming them into killing machines that die when the slaughter is done. I'm not surprised. Wal is the god of secrets and revelations. Their worshippers have probably rambled incoherently at you about one thing or another at some point. It's tiresome. Of course. Goodbye. Wait! You have an important mission, Envoy. Before you go, take the totem on the altar with you. I feel you should have it. Perhaps it will grant you the Burned Queen's grace on your journey. I will await its return.
Bet that was part of something once. If anyone can give away the food in a tent, it's a god.
we can turn back at any moment. Nothing of value would be lost.
What's gotten into you? I've seen you enter an ogre's den with less reluctance.
No, that wasn't me. But it was. Oh, how am I ever Be careful, godlike. Runyd has such power. God, such terrifying power. No, I don't think I am. Oh, she told me such terrible things. I was a wicked person in my last life. Evil to the core. So many dead. By my hands. I suppose. But that doesn't change what happened. Entire families destroyed by me. Look, I just want to go back home to the farm. How can I possibly face anyone now, knowing what I know? I keep telling myself that that person, that murderer, isn't me, but they were. They are. You really think someone with a tainted soul can do that? I hope you're right. Thank you, godlike. You've given me much to think on. Oh, make sure to toss a coin into the pond behind the Watcher's home after your reading. Why, it's tradition. Runyd doesn't accept payment for her readings. So this is what people do.
I don't accept payment for my advice either. You can just throw your coins at my feet.
What you do is your decision, but you have been warned.
Step closer, godlike. If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
She's accurate so far.
Why have you come to me, godlike? Help? No. I can open your eyes, but you must learn to see. Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned. To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond. Very good. Spoken with conviction. I dip my toe into bottomless depths. The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door. And the door stands open.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes. An uninvited passenger?
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra or something?
Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices, echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished. Well, that was truly unexpected. I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who? There are limits to my sight, Envoy. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface. I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's chime is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse. I cannot say. The gods must answer for their actions. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always sign their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind. Forward. Whatever you choose to believe in, be it fate, the gods, or your own nature, it will point you the way. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor, but the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Adra, commune with it. Adra has a strong link to the beyond. Adra holds the path between this life and the next, a conduit for souls all around Eora. Through Adra, a soul may find its way back to the wheel, to be born again. But the Adra here, in the living lands, is different, insular. It connects only to itself. Twisting vines, essence warping into essence. Your questions are of a spiritual nature, and they seek a spiritual answer. When you find Adra, commune with it. Take heed of its lesson. Adra may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. That I promise. Before we close, have you any final questions? As you understand the word, yes. You fell into death, and a guiding hand lifted you back onto your feet.
That guiding hand, whatever it is, must be what brought you back to life at Liviana's.
Your soul is healthy, but it is also a mystery beyond my sight. Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
Kai, your soul is heavy, burdened, yet something is missing. Something not easily replaced.
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
For us both, I assure you.
Glad someone got something out of this.
Safe travels, godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Did you get any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here.
I hope she gave you some good news.
careful. There's nothing more dangerous out here than taking a moment to relax. Here we go! Nice work.
Envoy. Thanks again for your help with Laughled and Gladwine.
You're looking well. Wonderful. And how did it go? That's unusual, but strictly speaking, not unhealthy. Anything else? No holding back now. Remember, I'm your healer. No judgments. A natural reflex of having your soul tickled by a professional, but it's perfectly healthy. I'll deliver my findings to the Adiran Embassy, and you can take it from there. Your brush with the Beyond has clearly done some harm, but I can't think of a reason not to let you go heal on your own. What would I do? No one ever asks me that. I would live a full life. There's no better way to heal an injured soul. Come by any time you need to get stitched back together. You know where to find me.
Glad to hear your soul's in one piece. Let's try and keep it that way, all right? Well,
Any injuries I should know about? No? That was a long time ago. I gave it up when I lost a couple of good friends in a lab accident. Never had the courage to look back. It's better for everyone if I focus on healing the body instead of the soul. You know how it is. Fighting in the alleys, rumor of a plague, odd creatures skulking out of the wilderness. Someone somewhere always needs to get patched up. And when they need me, here I am.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Battle Rock.
Mom. She asked about you again, Halden. She wants to know when you'll re-enlist.
I'm not going back. That's the end of it.
You know how Ludwig feels about waiting.
I don't care.
Never took you for a coward. What, did you want a free ride to the living lands?
Come on, Landry. I don't want to have this stupid debate again.
Look, there's the Imperial Envoy. Maybe she can set you straight.
Ah, Envoy. Excuse us. You can go inside, though. Thank you, but no. I've made up my mind.
Halden, or Hal, as he's going by now, has been personally asked to return to the Steel Garrote, but he keeps turning it down.
I was a good soldier. I did my duty. I'm not fighting under Ludwig again, and that's final. I know better now. I'll always be a Diran. But whatever the Inquisitor is hunting in Woedica's name, that is not me.
The Inquisitor wants to keep this place safe for Adiran citizens.
I can't believe they're still feeding you that. You'll come around someday.
The Inquisitor won't be happy.
Well, that's not my problem anymore, is it?
Don't just stand there. Come in. Sit down. What do you want? Like what? Oh, it's you. Well, strike me blind. You cheat death, then you come to a place like this? You must be trying to prove something. As opposed to what? The way I see it, they're safer in here than they are out there. If someone starts thinking they're atheists, I can put them down for a nap. If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it. Suit yourself. Welcome back.
My potions are brewed with local ingredients. Feel free to take a look.
Don't make eye contact. They'll attack your peace of mind.
telling you that so-called Watcher is a fraud.
Excuse me, are you going to see the Watcher?
Good. Then you can save me the time I would have spent debunking her myself.
My friend and I are metaphysical philosophers, and we have hit a bit of a snag.
If you want to run, now's our chance.
Don't mind me. I'll be over by that building not caring an ounce about this.
I say Watchers are a hoax, and he says Watchers are magical, all-knowing windows into the afterlife.
I told you.
All right. Maybe I'll sit down with her. Just to talk. Nothing too mystical.
Thank you for your perspective, Envoy. We'll trouble you no more.
You ever meet people who have too much free time on their hands?
Ugh, I missed it. Did we win?
Whatever you need, discretion guaranteed. An Adiran? Come to see my wares? Well, don't I feel blessed? Where are my manners? Name's Cutty. I'm a trader of lost things. They come my way, I peddle them for people like you to find. Now wait, you don't need to jump straight to shutting me down. I'm sure we can work with each other. What's your voice? Sveth? Coin? By all means, take some silver. I knew you could be reasonable. Now that that's taken care of, can I help you find anything? As long as there's people in the city, there's merchandise to be found and sold.
I hope she can help.
They say a strong soul can withstand this dream. Hey, wait your turn!